everybody. I know a few of you wanted to know about the story of Armani, and today I'm going to go over the story of how I lost him. I gave birth to him back in 2015. He was my fourth boy. So during that time, I had conceived him while I was breastfeeding. We announced it right around Christmas time and everything. It was so cute. I couldn't wait to find out what I was having, y'all. Like, it was crazy. Everything was going great. I continued to breastfeed my youngest. It was like a textbook pregnancy, but there were still like some doubts I had about the pregnancy because I don't know, I worry a lot. I was basically ready for him at that point. That was one of my HG pregnancies. I couldn't keep anything down. I remember like yesterday, it was so hard for me to keep water down even. Like, it was tough. Like, and to go through that and end up with nothing was like heartbreaking. Like, it was like, what? I gained a little over 10 pounds. I didn't gain that much. Of course, couldn't keep anything down. He was 5 pounds, 11 ounces. So he was growing perfectly fine, even though I was doing horrible, but he was a mover. Like, this boy was a mover. He moved a lot. And I was always saying, what if he could wrap up in his cord? Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, did I speak this into existence? Did my negative side of thoughts get in the way of my blessing? Like, as I approached my final weeks, I ended up not getting a Doppler because I couldn't get a yay or nay or any cons or pros about them, really. So I just left it alone. I mean, but that darn Doppler has been my lifesaver since then. Like, I have been calmed down a lot. It was a few days before I was due for my next checkup, and I noticed that I hadn't felt him moving as much because he's a mover. So I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? Is he okay? And I remember I was drinking cold water, orange juice, everything. And you know, it's something that you don't want to just jump to, like, oh, he's gone. You want to at least try and get him to move. And that's what I was doing the whole night. Like, I don't know why I didn't go in that night. I think I was scared to death. I don't know, y'all. Like, I was scared. And I just know by that morning, I hadn't still felt nothing. And I already knew what it was. Like, you didn't have to tell me he was gone. I knew it in my soul, my gut. I mean, I was carrying him for 9 months, you know, so I knew it. So I just laid up in bed and I'm crying and bawling. Like, I know he's not there no more. Like, he's in there, but he's not. He's gone, you know? And I'm just in bed. I'm rubbing my stomach and I'm crying. Like, how did this happen to me? Like, what? I just know when I went up to the hospital to get checked, they confirmed it for me. He's gone. He's not moving, no heartbeat. I'm sorry, he's gone. And I just sat there and screamed. Like, I already knew, you know? She didn't have to tell me that, but when it was confirmed, it really hit me so hard. Like, boom. Usually when they find out that the baby's not moving, they schedule you to come back in and give birth, but they sent me to the next room to get ready to have him, like, right there on the spot. So it was all happening, like, boom, 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 boom. And I just remember the nurse coming in during contractions telling me, hey, you know you can get an epidural. It's not like you get anything out of it by going through the pain. And I'm looking at her like, I never get an epidural. So I'm not gonna get one now. I never did, y'all. I did all of it without an epidural. Every pregnancy, all of them. This was supposed to be like happy time for me and my family, a joyful time, and we can't get that. We have to hold our cold, still warm baby. We don't get, oh, and can't wait to get him home type of feeling. Like, it was sad. Like, I didn't even get a picture with him smiling, and I didn't get enough pictures either. I didn't have anybody there to take pictures from me. Like, they have these programs that do it, but I didn't have that. I didn't know what to do at that time. I was alone. Nobody in my family ever went through this. This is the first time it has ever happened. I didn't have a friend that went through it, and I didn't have a friend at all, actually. I had friends I had met online, but it's not like they could be here for me or tell me what to do, because they didn't know. Like, this wasn't something that happened to anybody I knew. I announced in my pregnancy group that this is what was happening. I left immediately before anybody could give me any advice or anything. Like, I was hurt. I didn't want to be on social media at all. Like, I was devastated. Like, and of course, when I pushed him out, he was wrapped up in his cord. Man, it was crazy. And I just remember just wrapping him up because he was so cold and stiff. Just wrapping him up, and we were all holding him, looking at him, just in awe. Like, dang, Armani. That's what I named him, Armani. And I named my son after him too. I think it was the 6th boy. I named after him because after him I had Jimani. He was my rainbow baby, and he came on my birthday. So I was like, what is this? It's like a gift or something? Like, wow, best gift ever. I'm glad I can talk about this and joke and smile, because I couldn't at first. I would always cry, like ugly cry. Couldn't bring him up. And now I'm so happy to talk about him whenever I can. Like, let somebody say, where's the 7th boy? Oh, it's not the 7th. They say, where's the 8th boy? Because they don't, yeah, where's the 8th boy? And I'm like, oh, he's here in spirit. He's here. He was 5 pounds, 11 ounces. He was beautiful. He looked just like his brothers. The pregnancy wasn't the best, but hey, if he was here, I would be saying the same thing I said about the other boys. It was all worth it. I'm not gonna say it was all worth it because I don't really still know how to feel about that. I don't think that is even appropriate to say about a stillborn pregnancy. It was all worth it, because what? Worth what, you know? Some moms, they wait a while so they have another one. Some moms wait years. Me, I'm like, okay, no. I feel empty. I don't want to feel like this. I don't know. I don't want to feel like this. So I'm just going to pray to God that he blesses me really sooner than later. Because I don't want to feel this emptiness. I don't want to feel this hurt of an empty wound. Like, I don't. Because at this point, I just want to be with my son. Like, and I can't be with my son because I have sons here. I did have a group of moms send me a gift. I wish that group was still up. It's not up anymore, but it was a group of moms. They sent me flowers. It was so nice, and sent me a statue, and I still have it to this day. But I promise y'all, he came out in his grandma's favorite color, and I was like, whoa. I'm just gonna take that as a sign, and I'm gonna quit worrying, because the whole thing was so stressful. Like, you usually take your baby home after a pregnancy, not plan a funeral, and I didn't even have a funeral. I just basically cremated him. And then when I cremated him, I had a huge move I had to do and lost the darn ashes. So then I'm mourning all over again, like I freaking lost him all over again. I'm upset, hurt, y'all. Like, and this was during an early pregnancy, so I'm extra hurt. Like, the pain went extra hard on me. Like, hit me in the gut, like, for real. Like, that hurt. I couldn't believe it. Like, so he's gone again. Great, you know, great. We had a family truck stolen from us, and I really believe his ashes were in there, like, for real. I wish people would just, you saw a truck full of car seats, and that's the truck you want to steal? But I am happy that I got through that dark time in life, because it was dark. I wanted to die. I wanted to be with him. It was really, really dark. At that time, I really didn't even know what I wanted to do with his ashes. Like, you have to buy the vase, and I really think afterwards I wanted to make jewelry with his ashes, but I lost them. So I'm still kind of sad about that, but you know what? I think I'm pretty much at peace. I had a back-to-back pregnancy. The Lord said, you know what? And it was the longest pregnancy ever, like, period. But you know what? I was happy as heck. Like, could nobody steal my joy. Everybody grieves differently, and I didn't want a year break. I didn't want it. But now that I know you can get pregnant in your 6 weeks for sure, oh, I don't play with that. All my other boys were tiny boys. They know now that they have a brother in heaven, but Jamel, he was the one that cried with me every birthday that the baby had, and we just reminisced about it. He told me he felt him in spirit on a school bus before. Like, he really talks about him like heavy. The losses just makes me stronger. It gives me character, and I'm so proud of where I am at today. And I'm so proud of any mother that went through that, or any mom that goes through loss. It's hard, like, hang in there. But thank you all for stopping by and listening. See you next time.